Hello guys, I'm Jain G. This is our channel Jain Social. The protest in Myanmar has been continuing more than a month. After army shot few of the people, the protest has been further intensified. Now more than 20 people have been died as of now. After army crackdown, few of the people also trying to save their life fleeing to neighboring countries. Recently, Indian government Home Ministry has sent a letter to the Chief Secretaries of Arunachal Pradesh, Nagaland, Manipur, Mizoram to stop the fleeing Myanmar refugees to India. This letter came followed by the one of Chief Minister in the border sharing state with the Myanmar recently told that they are ready to give the protection to the refugee those who are coming to that state. And also the Chief Minister assured that he is ready to give educational facility to the children of refugees. But he is waiting for the guidance of Home Ministry. So now the letter also highlighted that the border states don't have any right to give refugee status to any refugees, and also India is not a signatory to the UN Convention on Refugees 1951 followed by the Protocol 1967. So in this video we are going to see what is the present status of protest in Myanmar, why the army took control of Myanmar administration after arresting the democratically elected leaders in Myanmar, then what is the stand international community is taking and what kind of pressure it is giving to the Myanmar army to restore the democracy in Myanmar, and also important points about UN Convention on Refugees 1951 then followed Protocol 1967. In February 1, 2021, there was a huge surprise waiting for Myanmar people from early morning itself. After they woke up from the bed, when few of the people tried to check the status in their mobile, there wasn't any internet connectivity. After they tried to call their friends, there wasn't any landline connectivity. Then they tried to switch on the TV, there wasn't any cable TV connections or any network connections in the TV as well. So they were really shocked. After a few hours, they came to know that the army has arrested important democratically elected leaders in Myanmar. The present ruling party leader, Myanmar, Aung San Suu Kyi, she was encouraged the protesters to protest against the army and to restore the democracy in Myanmar. That all are highlighted in international medias. The army chief of Myanmar said the reason for army coup in Myanmar is only because electoral fraud. The army repeatedly highlighted that the ruling party's recent landslide victory is only because of electoral fraud. While Aung San Suu Kyi in administration, the army highlighted that the government must took initiative to investigate the fraud activities involved in the election. But the Aung San Suu Kyi government refused this statement, and also the Election Commission of Myanmar also refused this statement. Followed by the army chief of Myanmar has threatened the democratically elected government in Myanmar. If the electoral fraud is not investigated properly, then it will organize the army coup in Myanmar. Within 2 days, as they said, they have took the control of Myanmar administration under dictatorship, otherwise called as army rule. Initially, the protest has been started very peacefully only in the important cities of Myanmar, followed by when the days move on, the protest intensified and the protest strength also increased. So the army tried to control the protest through encouraging the police to use the water cannon, tear gases to control the protesters. But the protesters at the moment they have been run off, but after that even then the protest also intensified further. So army in order to threaten the protesters also started to shoot the protesters. Initially a 16-year-old girl was shot on her head by the security forces of Myanmar, followed by she was died instantly. Then the protests intensified further. Then the army also shot many people. Now more than 20 people have been died in Myanmar in the protest against the army coup in Myanmar, and to restore the democracy in Myanmar, US has enforced sanctions against Myanmar. European Union and few of the European countries also enforced sanctions against Myanmar, and also they repeatedly insist Myanmar armies to restore the democracy in Myanmar as soon as possible and also release the democratically elected leaders very soon. Now people from all the region of Myanmar and the people from different age group, those who are either in working in private sector or the government sector, for instance the railway people, those who are working in Myanmar, they all are together started to protest against the army dictatorship. Now few of the police officials also supporting the protesters. We have video clip where a nun was kneel down in front of police officers and requesting the police officers not to use the forces against the protesters has gained hearts from million people, which was highlighted in the medias. Recently, UK has given guidance to the British people, those who are residing in Myanmar, to stay safely inside the room when the protest was organized outside, and also encourage the British officials to return to home if possible. Otherwise, try to have pre-planned activities and also try to have enough food materials. Recently, the companies which are exporting products to Myanmar from India also facing huge challenge. The reason is that since the laborers, those who are working in the sector also participate protest in Myanmar, so after the product reached to Myanmar from India through ship, there wasn't enough labor to unload the products from the ship. So the export from India to Myanmar also delayed. So these companies also requesting Indian government to take early action against these hurdles before it going to be worsened. Now let me see the important points in the UN Convention on Refugees 1951 and followed by Protocol 1967. The UN Convention on Refugees 1951 is mainly focusing on the refugees, those who flee from Europe to other countries. The Protocol 1967 only consider all other refugees, those who are fleeing to other countries. The convention defined the refugees and also who are all not refugees. For instance, those who are committing the war crime, those who are not considered as refugees. Then again, it also gives some kind of responsibility to the state, those who are giving refugee status to these people. India is not a signatory to this convention and protocol. These refugees are fleeing to other countries mainly because of religious, cultural and language persecutions or discrimination. Now, Myanmar has list of allegations against Aung San Suu Kyi, which include she has used illegal walkie-talkies and she got 6 lakh American dollar and kgs of gold illegally. Now the international community looking this allegation as false allegation in order to continue the army dictatorship in Myanmar. Let me hope that democratically elected leader in Myanmar will be released very soon and the democracy will be restored in Myanmar very soon. Okay friends, what do you think about this video? Do you believe Myanmar Army Chief electoral fraud allegation against the recent landslide victory of Aung San Suu Kyi's ruling party in Myanmar is true? Or else it is a pre-planned agenda by Army Chief in Myanmar to restore decade-old dictatorship in Myanmar? Give your opinion in our comment section. We shall meet again in our next discussion. Until then, take care. Love you all. Bye-bye.